So last week I posted a couple videos about an AI series I'm trying to inspire you as a trader to test. And I posted about a couple prompts to get tested in ChatGPT or your favorite AI tool. Okay, I use ChatGPT, that's my girl. What I wanna maybe inspire you or encourage you to do today is when you pull your report and you're down to that one ad group, you're pulling your data segments, maybe pivot an additional dimension. Consider frequency, consider recency, consider even creative format. And so what you do is that if, let's say, you have your list and the top 10 is performing really well based on the strategy and that KPI, okay, you have to be very strict and specific. Based on those things, if you pivot in, let's say, a creative format, you're able to identify that this segment is performing really well, and the message, based on the messaging, this is how it's performing extremely well. Okay, and so try to pivot an additional dimension to tell that additional story, because you don't want to be basic and just be like best performing this and that. Like, this is how you build a persona, is that you build a persona this way, is that you pivot in, you focus, you hone in on this one thing, which is the strategy and the data, and then you pivot in additional targeting levers that's going to help you just build that story. But also, it's not just building the story and adding in a report, but also understanding, like, what are you doing for those consumers, right? At the end of the day, you have to remember the person that we're trying to reach, which is that consumer. And so you don't want just the consumer to convert one time. You want them to have something called ad recall. They remember the brand, the message. You want them to convert again and again. You want them to talk about it, to become advocate, ambassadors of those brands. And so understanding the behavior beyond just that KPI is super important. That's how you can get started. And that's how you can utilize AI to help you get started. Again, using prompts such as, based on this specific table, we have this strategy, which just simply means campaign was running X, KPI is X dollars, we're trying to reach this. The identify the best performing segment, lowest performing segments. Do you have any trends? Opening it up to using your web search. Can you recommend a data provider that can answer this particular pain point, that can grow this particular trend? So let's say if you see that they're performing better on local news, maybe have, how do we reach out local news? Anyway, that's just an example, but make sure you add that dimension and utilize AI. Oh, before I forget, please make sure to always verify, okay? Always verify whatever AI